Ibrahim, good evening, and yeah, I could understand what you are trying to ask. Yes, it's fine. I would suggest you to go and create your site. Actually, you need to build a web application. For that, you need to learn the front end like HTML, CSS, and some backend tools. You can use Python too. And then once you have it, I'll suggest you to watch tomorrow's session, because tomorrow's session I'll be explaining you about how to deploy a web application with the help of AWS, or you can go and use any of the site where you can register your site and then make it globally available so everyone can use it. Good evening all. Welcome to day 4. The session will happen from 6 to 7. Mostly by around 6:50 I'll be winding up. I hope India-Pakistan match will go till evening or till the end of night. So no issues. We'll have our session. You will see the session also and also watch the score updates. Okay. Yeah. Good evening all. Welcome to day 4 of our AWS Masterclass. How many of you guys have tried to create your Linux server? Have you guys tried to create it, try to access it? In this session particularly, I'll be dealing with some other Linux features or server with EC2 which you can do, and we'll be discussing about how to create Windows. I will try to use that, and after that we'll move towards Elastic. Today after that we'll be discussing about load balances, and if time permits we'll see autoscaling. Okay. And tomorrow's session we will be creating a simple web app with Python, HTML, and then what we will be doing is we'll use a service in AWS which is called as Elastic Beanstalk, where you can deploy your application and make it available globally. Instead of using EC2 directly, if you go through that, they'll take care of everything and you can directly use that, and the backend of that is EC2. So it's like, I'll tell you the difference. I can't go into the details now itself. We can start with day 4, right? So starting with that, in this session we'll be discussing these things. So before going into Windows, can we repeat once again what we have done in yesterday's session, because I have some little task for you guys. Okay, I'll go into our and what should I do, guys? Whenever this is the first time I'm entering my console today, what is the first thing I should do? What I have told you guys to do. Remember, every day when you log in, it's mandatory you have to go and check your budgets, right? So if you go and check inside of your budgets, make sure everything is inside the limit. Okay, if everything is fine, then yeah, no issues with that. Okay, so come back and then move towards your next, what all things you plan to do. I'll go into EC2 and I'll go and create a server with launch instance. It is available here. You can launch it here. Yes, correct. NK, yeah, it's correct about budgets. You can launch it from here. Both are same. Launch instance. Let me give my name, which is my Linux server. Okay, and I'll go with this basic free tier eligible one. This is free tier eligible. I'll create a new key pair. October 14. Okay, already exists. Linux October 14. Create a key pair. We'll be using this today. It's important. I'll allow HTTP. For now, SSH is fine. So I'll go with 8 GB of storage and launch the instance. Okay. So let it launch. And I'll show you guys some other features which you can do. And yesterday I haven't given some explanations like I have given you guys explanation about ports and protocols just because I can show you guys about this. And can you guys tell me what is SSH connection? Yesterday we have discussed about that regarding SSH when we wait for this. Okay, SSH is, what is SSH, guys? So yesterday I have used this EC2 instance connect. This is from AWS. If you connect it, you will be getting it in a new web page in your Chrome itself. You can directly use your Linux. What if you want to use it from some other environment, like in my PC? Okay, if I open my command prompt, type cmd. Okay, so I am having this command prompt. What if I want to use that server from here? Can I do it? Yes, of course you can do it. Okay, there is a way to do it, but for that, see here, first I'll go and do this task. Okay, I'm going to fail in this. See here, you have an option which is SSH client. See here, when I go into the instances, this is running, right? I'll go inside of it, I'll click connect. When I go with connect, this is what I have used previously, but I can also go through this SSH client if you have a SSH client. And what is the requirement of an SSH? It is a secure connection, and I have told you in yesterday's class that if you want to use SSH, then you should have a key, okay, because SSH is like a lock which requires security credentials, right? So that security credentials is nothing but this Linux October 14 which I have downloaded right now. Okay, I have created one and downloaded, right? That is what my key to unlock. Yeah, sorry guys, I think now also I got some little troubles. Fine. So see here, I need to be in a directory where this file is available. So what I can do is I can go and copy this file and create a folder. For example, I'll create my server. Okay, and here I'll paste it. This is a key which is required, and then open command prompt in this particular location. Okay, and here what you can do is when it's available, you can run this one. Okay, copy this command, paste it and connect it. It will ask yes or no. Continue with yes. Okay, it is permission denied. One minute guys. Yeah, so you can't I think you can move it, don't copy it. So now you can see, right, in that wherever it is downloaded, I have actually opened this file, and now I can get my Linux which I can access from here in this terminal. Okay, for example, I'll go HTTP is for, see here, HTTP is hypertext transfer protocol, which can be used for displaying HTML files or web pages which is written based on HTML. Okay, here we don't have that, right? So if I go and use ls, it will give me my list of contents. Here I don't have anything. I'll make a directory in the name of we'll go with Linux AWS. I'm creating a folder. Now if I go with ls, I'll be having this, and I'll change the directory into that file, Linux AWS. Now you can see I'm inside of that folder. I'll go with touch home.html. Okay, I am creating a file in the name home.html. Inside of this folder Linux AWS, you can see that file is available. Now if I close this, that connection is terminated. Okay, so now what I am going to do is, see here, I'll connect to this EC2 instance connect like we did yesterday's session. I'll connect it. Okay, and now if I go with ls, you can see my folder Linux AWS which I have created there is available here, because the connection differs but the memory is same, storage is same, the instance or my server is same. So if I move into my Linux AWS, I can get the same file here, home.html. Okay, so this is how our thing works. Clear? Is it clear guys? Once again, I can also do this. We can launch our for that we need to allow HTTP traffic. I'll go inside of we'll try to launch our Apache server. Go inside of security. Okay, inbound rules, go inside the security groups option, edit the inbound rule, add a rule, go with HTTP protocol anywhere IPv4. Okay, just save the rules. Fine, and then come back here. I'll just reboot this once again, because what we are trying to do here will have a connection later on. Okay, so before going, connect it. Fine. fine, that's fine, we'll connect it now. And I'm going to do some task which we have done from yesterday. Remember, we have used the super user option, sudo su yum install httpd. It's from yesterday's session. Yes, install it, right? Yes, I'm going fast because these things I have taken in the previous session. I'm just repeating the same. Okay, these things are required once again, so I'm taking it anyway. So system control start httpd, system control enable httpd. Okay, done. And now if I use this IP, I'll be getting, it works, right? I should get it if it works properly. Yeah, it works. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, you can do one task. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I can use this option echo. I'm going to create a HTML file or HTML content. I'm going to pass here. See here in echo, I can type a h1 tag. If you know HTML, you can know about this. This is a h1 tag. Okay, hello from, I'm going to get a variable which is using this dollar symbol. I can get, okay, it's like a placeholder host name, which is my IP address. Just display that. Okay, inside of this h1 tag, it will be displaying this. Okay, it's a HTML I am writing inside of echo, but where you are going to do is, you need to provide a path, and this is the path to do it. Okay, I'll try to share these files in some way through Git or something, so that you can also try these, or if you want, note this down. Inside HTML, okay, of index.html, I am creating this, echoing this file, okay, and adding this. Okay, now if it works, then here instead of it works, I should get my IP address written in from hello from this IP. Okay, let us refresh it. Can you guys see it? Hello from IP. This is the IP address of it, which is the host name. I am getting that in my server. You can write your HTML contents too like this, which will be replicated here. Got it? How it's happening? So there is a reason, because later on when I explain about load balancer, I'll be creating two servers, and two server will have different IP address. So I'll be displaying two different IP address, and you can see the difference what is happening. Clear? If it's clear for now, I'll terminate this instance and go over the next one. Are we guys clear with this? Okay, so in the instances for now, my Linux server in the instance state, I'll stop the instance. Whatever thing you create, just stop it or terminate it. Okay, don't allow it to keep on running, otherwise you have to bear the expenses. And yeah, I can teach you now about Windows in EC2, and then we can continue with the next one. Go into the EC2 dashboard, and before continuing, if you want to convert this Masterclass into a certified internship on AWS, on Amazon Web Services, you can join as an internship user, and you will be getting all the 21-day videos, 90 days of access to it, source codes of project, downloadable PPTs of all the sessions, additional support via files, like all the Linux commands and all will be given to you in a notepad. And yeah, you will be having 6 Zoom sessions to directly interact with the mentor and clarify your doubts. You will be getting internship confirmation letter at the start and internship certification by the end of your internship. And to avail all these, you can use this coupon code of AWS MC2 and get or avail this in a discounted fee of $899. And the link is provided in the chat box and in the description of this video. You can use it and benefited from it if you want. So we'll continue with creation of EC2 Windows. Okay, so that is you can't directly connect like this through command prompt because Windows is different. So I'll launch an instance, my Windows, I'll select Windows and go with the free tier option. Okay, free tier eligible one, and let it be the same. I'll go with a key pair, which is what's the name I have created, Linux October 14. I can use the same key pair. Linux October 14, this key pair I can create. I can use that same. You don't want to edit anything here, no issues with that. And for your Windows to run, it requires 30 GB of storage minimum, so that you can run it smoothly. If you reduce it, you will be getting issues. And don't worry, you have a max of 30 GB for free, so you can use this 30 GB. And that's it. If you go with these free tiers, you will be safe. And launch your instance. Yeah, it has been launched now. We'll wait for it to starting. For make it to run, we can continue with that. Yes, we'll go into the instance running and wait for it. Yeah, it's running, right? Yes, you can increase the storage. The 30 GB I have told you is free tier. I am telling you the free options. If you go and increase, there are different options. I'll show you when I create next time. You have a lot of options. You can get what all storage you want. Just you have to pay for what you use hourly. That's the idea behind it. Okay, Kijendra. Now this is Windows. I'll try to connect it. I don't get any browser options or SSH option because it's not available. You can't do something like that. To connect or use your Windows, you can use this RDP client option. RDP is nothing but remote desktop protocol. Okay, you already have one option which is remote desktop connection, which is in Windows. It's available already. If you don't have it, you can install that too. And what's the task of this is, see here, if I go and use that, what I should do is you can download your file. This file is required. If you use that, then only you can log in. Okay, just click this. Your file for Windows will be downloaded, RDP file. If I open it, it will ask me for connection. Click that. It will ask for a password. So where is this password? What's this? Okay, so to get this password, what I can do is, you can use this option of get password. If you click that, what it will do is it will ask for the private key because it's a security file, right? It should know whether you is the one who are asking for password. You can drag and drop your file which you have given. Sorry, you have to upload it like this. Okay, upload that particular file. Once you done that, you can click this decrypt password. Okay, decrypt it. You will be getting your password like this. Just click copy. Now you have the password. Go and use that RDP, connect it, paste the password which you have copied, click OK. Yes, boom, you will be given your new Windows which you are trying to access through remote desktop protocol, RDP. Can you guys see I am actually getting a new Windows here? It will be little bit slow at the start just for it to load. It is coming through internet, right? Entire Windows. It's actually running through Windows Media Player and you can access it. You think my internet is down little bit. You have to decrypt it in that same page, get password, and then upload your PEM file. You will be getting that. Okay, see here, this is my Windows, which is a new Windows from my server which I have created with 30 GB of storage. See here, I can use, I think Internet Explorer will be available and you can use that. See here, this is the Windows. If you close this, it will be terminated. Yeah, so that's how you can create Windows and use it. Clear? Is it clear, guys? Can we continue with the next topic? You can use Windows. It's your server. You can create your Windows and do what all things you require. Instead of buying your computer, if you have some old model, you can go for high end and rent it through internet. People will do it for companies. Yeah. Yeah, in the instant state, I'll terminate this. I don't want it to be continuing. So if I terminate, what all things I have done inside will be removed with that. Yeah. So continuing with the next one. Santan Kumar, what is the issue you had? Can you tell me a little bit specific so that we can discuss what to do? What happened? What is the issue you got? So we'll start with VPC, which is it's a concept which I want to tell you guys once again. After seeing this, we will be seeing like SSH and HTTP. It will be useful for you later on. Okay, so it's easy, guys. About Windows, it's not that much a big deal. Just go and try to connect it. You can use RDP page. Once you go inside of it, just download your RDP file, decrypt your password by uploading your key file. That's it. You will be getting your password, copy it, log into your RDP, or just rewatch this video. This will be available in YouTube for some time. We'll continue with the next one, which is VPC, Virtual Private Cloud, which is like I can tell you about VPN, which is Virtual Private Network. This is cloud, Virtual Private Cloud. Okay, fine. So a virtual private cloud is a private cloud. Okay, there are some things like public cloud and private cloud. Public cloud is like cloud which can be accessed by everyone, and private cloud is like only with some key or security people can access it. It's like a private cloud within a public cloud. It can be logically isolated from other virtual networks in the AWS cloud. Okay. For example, if I want to explain about VPC, I can use this image. See here, it's a parking lot, and there are a lot of cars coming in and going out of it. And this is what VPC is. Okay, so inside we have a VPC, and outside it is actually your world. Okay, it's an outside world, and you have a VPC, which is a virtual private cloud. It's a private parking space like that. So if anyone wants to come in, park their car, or go out of it, okay, so they can use this internet gateway. Okay, internet gateway is the only way where you can come in or go out of this virtual private cloud. And this virtual private cloud has parts like subnets. Okay, it has two partitions. One is like left side and right side like that. Okay, and the task is, see here, if you want to go or anything comes inside or go out of the subnet through this internet gateway, they have to follow this route. Only through this route they can access it. Okay, that's what the pathway or route is. And this subnet is classified into two types. One is private subnet, another one is public subnet. And anything can come in, go through this internet gateway only from public subnet, and they can't access anything directly through the internet gateway from private subnet. Okay, if anything wants to go out, it should come to the public subnet and then go out through internet gateway. Okay, so that's the pathway which you have to follow. And yeah, so inside of a region, so why am I telling you this? We will be using subnets later on. It is like inside of your availability zones, you can have your virtual private cloud which has a public subnet and private subnets. And what's the thing is, public subnet can be accessed from internet through internet gateway via the route, and private subnet cannot be accessed directly from internet. Just imagine this parking lot and this concept. It will help you to understand. Clear about these things? If it's clear, we can talk about elastic load balancing. Is it clear, guys? Yes, good evening and all. Good. We are about to, we have crossed half of our class. Good evening. Can we see about elastic load balancing? Load balancers. Clear? Yes. Yeah, we'll start with elastic load balancing. Load balancing, balancing the load. Okay. So what happens is, see here, guys, as I told you in the first session with some example, every server will have some limitations. Okay, even my cloud server will have some limitations. Okay, not only my physical server. For example, my cloud Linux server, I have chosen 8 GB of storage, 1 CPU, and 1 GB of RAM memory. It can handle some load. Okay, after that it will struggle. Okay, in such place you can go for either auto scaling or load balancing. First I'll explain you about load balancing. So in load balancing, load balancer is a guy, what you can do is you can create a copies of your server. Like instead of running one server in the cloud, you can run 4 servers now. Okay, and you can deploy your one single application in these 4 servers. So if someone tries to access it, okay, for example, if 10,000 people try to access my site, what this load balancer will do is, okay, what it will do is it will split it into parts. Okay, 2500 people for this server, 2500 load for this guy, 2500 like load for this, and 2500 for this, so that my entire 10,000 is now splitted into parts. And these server, what if a single server handle 10,000, and if they split among them, it will be really good for it to manage also, right? Tell me guys, can you understand what's the task of this load balancer? He just need to balance the load. Okay, and in AWS we have 3 types of load balancer. One is application load balancer, another one is network load balancer, another one is gateway load balancer based on the application. For traffic and all, you can use this application load balancer. That's what we'll be seeing, the first type. Okay, after that we'll go into auto scaling if time permits, or we'll see that in the next session. So for now I think I have stopped this Linux server. I'll just terminate this for now. Yeah, fine. We'll go into the EC2 dashboard and let me create some fresh instances. Okay, that you can configure based on the load. It will split. You can configure, that's some high-end task which you can configure. Like when you go for auto scaling and all, you can define if my load is beyond this, you have to increase this to this much level to this level. You can define it. So I am going to create my server 1, and this name is important, and I will be doing another task. See here, and my server I am going to use Amazon Linux. Okay, fine. So what I'm planning to do is I'm going to deploy Apache server, and my application should show the IP. Okay, now I'm going to create 2 servers. This is my first server, Amazon Linux. Fine. Okay, let it use the key pair Linux October 14 which I have created. Fine. And then go inside allow HTTP traffic, because we will be using that, and 8 GB of storage is fine. You have advanced details too, where you can select some more things. Scroll below, I have an option of user data, which if I type some code here, when this server is created, automatically that codes will be executed. Remember, I have done yum install httpd system control, start it, system control, enable it, and then that HTML file content. Instead of typing it manually there, I can give that contents here itself. That will be automatically done. Okay, so I already have it. I'll just copy paste that for now. If you want, just take a screenshot of it, and the internship users I'll be providing for you guys this in the downloadables. This is some pathway or method to do it. Yum install, update, install httpd system control, start, enable, and then go into the directory and just echo this hello world from this host name. Okay, so you can just go and launch your instance. Okay, so in the meantime I'll launch another instance which is going to do the same thing. Okay, let it run. I'll create another server also, server 2, and same Linux, same things. I'll use the same key pair too. Okay, and allow HTTP traffic, and in the advanced details just paste this thing once again. Use this command and launch this instance too. Now I have 2 instances running. I should check whether they are running properly or not. Let me go into server 1 and connect it, or I can use this public IP to check. It works. Okay, yeah, now you can see that code has been executed and its IP is displayed here. This is from server 1. Okay, also I have another instance running, which is my server 2. If I go and use that IP address and open that, it will be displaying same format but with different IP address. I'll show you guys, and there's a reason why I am doing this. Yeah, now it has been done. See here, this is my one site, this is that IP, this is another site. Can you see the difference of two IP address running in two server? If you can see that, now I am going to integrate or connect these two via my load balancer. So when I use that load balancer, I'll be getting a new link where if anyone tries to access it, it will be displaying this result from different IP address. I can show you that difference. Clear? Can you guys see this difference? If it's clear, I can show you guys about load balancer. Can we start about load balancer? Okay, to do that you can scroll below and you have an option which is called as load balancers. Go inside of it. Okay, right now you don't have any load balancer, so you can create a load balancer. Click that. You will be getting options of application load balancer or network or gateway. I'll use this one, first one. Okay, so you need to give a name for your load balancer. I'll go with LB, load balancer, and these things can be same. And you can see this guy, what is VPC, virtual private cloud, and you have to select your subnets and all which is available. Just go and select it for it to deploy. Okay, and yeah, before coming into that, see here, I'll be discussing about this security group now. Okay, this is important. After coming here, you need to select the security group. Okay, and here what you should add is you need to create a security group by clicking this, because I need to create a security group which allows HTTP traffic from anywhere for this load balancer. I can click this create new security group. Okay, and type a name, for example October load balancer, and the description allows HTTP. And here you have the option of add inbound rule. Add a rule which is HTTP, because my individual server have options to allow it, but this should be having my load balancer. Okay, once you add it, you can just go and create the security group. Okay, and remember the name October load balancer, because you have to integrate it here. Just search for it. If it's not available, refresh it and search for it. October load balancer security group is available. Select it. Okay, fine. Scroll below. You have an option of listener and routing. So what is this listener? A listener is a process that checks for connection requests using port and protocol. Okay, you need to have it. So here what you have to do is you have to verify that whether you are having HTTP port 80. Okay, and you need to create a target group for this. Okay, these I have created earlier, so it's available. You won't be having it. Just click this create target group. Okay, and yeah, it's for instances HTTP 80 IP4. Yeah, that's fine. If you click next, yeah, target group name October target group. Okay, go next. So now what it is showing me this, I am creating load balancer, fine, but if I have 10 servers running for different application, but what all things I should connect here? I need to connect my server 1 and server 2. These two only should be available. Okay, you can include as pending below and create this target group. And this name, remember that name of your target group, you need to refer it here. Refresh it. It is available now. October target group. Select it. Fine. Once you have all these things, you are ready to go. Okay. Once again, what all things I have done? I have given a name for my load balancer, right? And then I have selected all the subnets in VPC, and then in security group I have created a new security group which allows HTTP traffic, and in here I am selected HTTP 80 and created a target group with what all the EC2 instances I require. That's it. Just go and create a load balancer now. Okay, so we'll go with view load balancer. It requires some minutes to run. When it starts running, I can use this link to access my server, my load balancer, which will provide any of these two. Okay, I'll show you guys that difference with this link. Let us wait for it to run this load balancer. It's provisioning. In the meantime, do you guys have any doubt? Till now, is it clear? Yes, I should be waiting for it. Only when it starts running I can show you guys how it works. And these are individual server. Every time you use it, it is going to be in that same IP which is available. But we'll try to use this load balancer link which is available now. Only when it starts you can get the result. Target group is like who are all my target or who are all my EC2 instance, because if we have like if we have 10 servers, okay, 5 of them for my this particular application, 5 of them are different. How load balancer will know which all server I should use? So I'll be selecting it in my target group. That's where I'll be defining what all servers I require. Yeah, I'll try to be slow. See here, with the help of DNS name, you can go and use this. If everything works proper, and what I can see is it is running now in 254, which is actually this guy. This is 218. See here, if I try to refresh this page, can you see it? It is changing from 218 to 254. It is trying to give me from different servers automatically, right? Can you guys try it if I provide the link? I'll paste down the link in the chat box. Yeah, I'll try to give it step-by-step process for internship users. If you want, you can join as internship user. I'll try to give it there. It is a lot of process, so if you want to avail it, join in the internship. You'll be getting all the supports and downloadable files, and you can get it with a coupon code of AWSMC2 and get it in a discounted fee of $899. Can you guys use that load balancer and try to get results? Whether it's working from two different, refresh it, it will work from different site also. Automatically people can get it. Yeah, so that's how a load balancer works. Okay, clear? So if you have 3 or 4 more servers from different servers, you can able to get it. It will balance the load. Okay, so that's it about load balancer. And once again, please wait, I'll tell you how to clear what all things you have just created. Select this, and in the actions you can delete your load balancer. Just confirm it. So what all things you create, just delete it. Okay, and it's nothing issues about target groups can be available, or you can remove that too. Just delete it, no issues with that. And what all security groups can be, they are not an issue in the instances. If you remember, still we are running the individual instances, select them also. Okay, and this is just you can also get this information about it, what's the CPU utilization, how it works, is there any failure and all, the status of each timeline you can get. And if you don't want it to be running, just in the instance state, I'll terminate them directly, both of these. Okay, so it's shutting down. And in the next session we'll be seeing about auto scaling groups. I can't start it now, we won't be having enough time. So that auto scaling groups and all we'll see in the next session. Along with that, we'll be seeing some important concept, which is load balance. After auto scaling, we should discuss about Elastic Beanstalk, where we'll try to use Flask or Django to deploy. I haven't decided any of it. We can do from both or any other languages too. I prefer Python, so I'll create a web application sample for you, try to include bootstrap pages, and then deploy it in Elastic Beanstalk. We'll understand what happens there. There also I can create a link like this and make you guys to try to access it. Okay, clear? Any other doubts? Any doubts which we want to discuss? Do you guys want me to repeat anything which we have seen today? Okay, I'll try to prefer to Django. So if you have some idea about Flask or Django or just basic Python, just refresh it a little bit, okay? Because I can't teach you guys that and all in tomorrow's single session. Mostly my focus will be on Elastic Beanstalk and how to deploy it. We'll be just using their documentation. Saga, you can get recorded lectures, but you have to join as internship user. Then you can avail all these options. We'll try to do it. Maybe we can't have it in this entire AWS. We are following an agenda for this 21 days. Maybe after that we can plan for a Google Cloud or Azure Masterclass where we can discuss that. Or if you want that knowledge quickly, you can prefer some other sites too. Anyway, just learn or try to grasp what can get. Fine. So yeah, that's it. So if you want to join as an internship user, use this coupon code of AWS MC2 and avail this in a discounted fee of $899. You will be getting all these 21-day access, 90-day access to all these sessions, source codes of project, downloadable files, support files, pathway and all, 6 Zoom sessions to clarify your doubts, directly interact with the mentor. You can also get internship certification at the end. And the link is provided in the description and also available in chat box. Check that, and that's it. Thank you for watching this session. We'll see tomorrow, Sunday. We have session tomorrow, so please attend that session. Thank you. Yes, thank you. I hope today's session was interesting, seeing about Windows, load balancers and all. Alright.